Greeting listeners, thank you for joining us for another episode of Getting the Tea, a Pansophia podcast. We got a look of really great feedback about our debut episode, and we look forward to making each episode better than the last. I'm Julian Cesar-Villa, an 8th grader at Pansophia, and I will be the host for this episode. Today we'll be talking about Jet, the school's therapy dog. Jet lives with our assistant principal, Mrs. Kayla Gray, and her family. During school days, he is handled by mainly Jamie Morgan, one of our school social workers. Mrs. Morgan is in the studio with us today. Let's start by getting to know Jet a little bit better. Can you tell us what breed he is?
Jet is a black lab.
Thank you. How old is Jet? What was he doing before he came to Pansophia?
Jet just turned 3, October 16th.
Yeah. And so before coming to Pansophia Academy, he lived with a trainer who got him from a program that breeds dogs for being bomb searchers. So he failed out of the bomb program and ended up with our trainer. And then we contacted him saying we were looking for a school therapy dog, and he said, I have just the perfect one.
So he failed out of the bomb program because he liked people too much. He
Okay.
wasn't very sneaky.
All right. Miss Morgan, did you have to go through any special training to be Jet's handler?
I did. So during the summer, I came in and spent about 1 to 2 hours with Jet a week. We took him through Menards.
Home Depot.
Home Depot.
Yeah, it's okay.
He was learning how to not pull, sit, stay, and it just took about a month for him to get used to me and listen to my commands.
Where was Jet trained?
Jet was trained through our trainer at Magnum Canine Pets. So that's Scott LaRoe. He, I believe, is out of Quincy, but he met us in town here. We did some training at the school, and then we did some training at Home Depot.
Thank you. How long did Jet's training take?
So, like I said, he's been in training since he was just a puppy, but for different things. So, his school training, I think he started training specifically for school when we contacted him in May.
Yeah.
And then he was ready during summer school in August. So, June, July, August, like 3 months specifically for school therapy, but I say he's still in training every single day. So, one thing that's interesting that I don't get asked a lot is Jet's never been a family dog. So he doesn't really know how to snuggle very good, or where his meal's going or where he's supposed to go potty. He had to learn all those things, and he's getting better every day. Aren't you glad? So, yeah.
You. Why did the administration feel a therapy dog would be a benefit for Pansophia?
I can talk about that. So last year, Miss Morgan came to me, and she was like, we've got to do something. I just need something for the kids to love unconditionally and just be a bright part of their day. And she said, I want to get a dog. And I said, okay, well, we've had a dog before. I don't know if you remember, but Miss Houts was here as a counselor a few years back, and she had Maggie here. And then when she moved to Bronson, she took Maggie with her. So that's kind of been a hole in our staff for a little while. And I already knew the benefits of having a therapy dog in school because I've lived it before. So we were on board. At that point, it was just like picking the right dog and figuring out the logistics of who was going to take care of it on school days and at home.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you determine if a student needs to see Jet?
A lot of it is from the teachers. Like if a student is coming to the classroom upset every single day, I start with taking Jet to the classroom every morning. Sometimes it's taking Jet out to the parent's car to walk a kid into school. And a lot of kids ask to see Jet. If a kid's in tears, my first instinct is I'm gonna go get Jet.
Mm-hmm. Even sometimes just like having Jet in their room, they're not really like playing or touching him, but I've had kids come into the office crying, and I'm just like, why don't you just come and sit by him? Like, they're not really even interested in him at that point, but it helps them calm down. He's on a very slippery chair here, so that's
And
why
it's
he's moving
easier
around.
for kids to talk to Jet than it is to talk to me
Mm-hmm.
sometimes, until I build that relationship.
What is Jet's personality like?
He's silly.
So Jet, I'm always told, is like very calm for the most part, but when he wants to play, he is up and at 'em and ready to play. So, like for example, he went from 0 to 60 at the basketball game last night. He got all like antsy, and I thought maybe he had to go potty, but I took him to the office and he went straight for his ball. So he loves a ball, loves a frisbee. He will play fetch all day long. I think I had about 40 kids throw a ball for him playing fetch on the playground the other day. Yeah, he's silly.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
What impact has Jet being here had on Pansophia?
He makes my life easier, that's for sure. And I definitely see more happy and energetic students in the morning and in the afternoons when I just have Jet out in the hallway. He's really helped me build a lot of relationships with students that I've never talked to before. So I would say it's been a huge impact on just happiness here at Pansophia.
I think with the
the
staff too.
Yeah.
Like staff love to see him, and they come visit him. They try to give him treats all the time. Big pets, right?
Yeah.
So, students and staff, I think, have had a major impact. He's had a major impact on. Mm-hmm.
Thank you. Miss Morgan, do you have any last words you would like to say to our audience?
I'm shy, sorry.
Okay.
It's great to you.
No, not necessarily. Just if you have any questions, don't ever feel shy. Come out and talk to Jet. See him. We try to have him involved in the school as much as possible. So, if you have any inputs on dress-up days for Jet,
Yep.
that's fun too.
We thank you so much for being our guest on Getting the Tea. We know you and Jet are very busy, and we appreciate you taking your time out of your day to spend with us. Again, I am your host, Julian Cesar-Villa. As we end, we would like to remind you that you can listen to us on our school website, pansophiaacademy.org, or on Spotify. And you can also view our recording sessions on YouTube. Just search the name to find our channels. Join us every other week for a new episode. We are the place you can come to find out about all the exciting things that are happening at Pansophia. Thank you, listeners, and have a great Puma Day.